Hi, and welcome to today's workshop for AI Employee with MarketerM8 and HighLevel. We'll get started in just a few minutes when all the attendees are here. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so the first thing that confuses people is HighLevel are talking about AI Employee. Yeah, so you think, oh, where's AI Employee in HighLevel? Well, the answer is it's sort of everywhere and nowhere. Yeah, it's sort of endemic through the system. So there's no simple tab where you can go to like marketing here and say social media planner. There's no simple tab to find AI employee. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I'll show you all the places where you'll start to see it crop up, but it tends to crop up where you when you need it. You'll see it's available. Uh, the other thing is there's two ways of subscribing to AI employee. So, like Steve was mentioning, HighLevel are promoting an offer at the moment, Summer of AI. Yeah, and where you get it free for a month, and then you're on to a monthly subscription. I think it's about £117 a month. Okay, so it's £117 for unlimited AI. What we tend to find is most people aren't using it that much yet. So the alternative way to have the AI employee is through the pay-as-you-go model, and that's if you're on MarketerMate, that's already enabled for you, so you've got that built in. So if you use any elements, you're just paying for that usage on a pay-as-you-go basis, which for most people uh, is is better value for money than subscribing to the monthly plan at the moment, unless you're a really heavy user of the AI, then it would make sense. So does that clarify those 2 points? So AI employee isn't one single tab on the system, it's endemic throughout. And as a marketing subscriber, you're already on the pay-as-you-go model, just use it, show you the costings later on. And if you want the unlimited plan, you're looking at £117 a month. Okay. So there's two aspects to the AI. There's sort of the internal use of AI that we as the user would use, and then there's the sort of the client-facing AI. So the internal use, I'll show you first. These are all the tools that help us to do our job. Okay. So I'll just run you through where they crop up and I'll show you how they pop up. Yeah. So the first one we'll look at is the AI funnel builder. So you go to sites, you want to create a new funnel. Move out of the way. Want to create a new funnel. You've got funnel AI, okay? So I think we all get is it five free ones per month for these? Yeah. I can click on continue. You can basically brief it what you do, and it will start to build out a funnel, which is like a series of web pages for your particular instance. Yeah, you just go through this. I'll do one here, yeah, quickly. So you get five free funnel generations remaining. So I'll do one here, yeah. So I'll do this for construction company. So you just go through the options and it'll generate. And it might take a little while, but it'll start to build out a draft funnel with for you. So you're not starting with a blank canvas. I don't know how long that'll take to do. This is one of the elements where it's the AI helping us to do our work in the system. Just wait for that. I just bring up another page while we're waiting for that. I've done it there. So they say, so it's come up with this funnel for us. Obviously, you're gonna have to customize it yourself, but it gives you a framework to work on. You just create that one page for me here. Okay, so it's created that. If I go to edit this, and this shows you how you can use it for copyright, for copy now. So here we've got a block of text here. You can highlight over that like that. Yeah, hang on a sec. Try it again. And then you see AI. So here's an example of AI cropping up here, AI. So we can use it to generate copy from scratch, improve the writing, fix spelling and grammar, simplify it, make it longer, make it shorter. So that's an example of the AI helping us in the platform itself. So this can be brought in when you're writing email templates everywhere like that. So it's an example of how the AI is spread through the system rather than one particular tab on the system. Yeah, that's an example there. If you need a new image here, so say you want the new image here, you click on here like this. You see, you got the AI button again here. So you can create an AI using the tool. Again, I mean, I've been looking at doing some research myself, and at the moment, it's not the best tool, should we say, this one. So I wouldn't rely on this one, but should try it. But as I say, at the moment, it's not quite there, we feel, that tool. But it's all improving all the time. So that's an example of being able to use the AI generator for images. And obviously, you can also use your own chat GPT and import images as well. So you don't have to use this. Is that okay there? Let me check. Yeah, a couple what quite a new feature we got in the system. If you go to marketing, and we've got brand boards. I don't know if anyone's seen brand boards yet, where you can set up. So the first part is a design kit. So here you can set up all your fonts and your colors. So again, when you're designing funnel pages, emails, you can bring in your brand colors, your brand fonts to make it easy for you to create your content. That's been there a little while, but we have got a new one here, which is quite exciting, called Brand Voice. Here's one I created earlier. See, you can add your brand voice like this. You can start from text. It's like a form. It'll ask you lots of questions. And basically, it's a system learning about you and your business so that when it's writing copy like we saw before and all those sort of things, it's able to incorporate your style, as it were, so makes it more accurate. You can start from scratch, or you can put a text or a URL in there. Use that one, yeah. And it just asks you a few questions. But I put in my website URL before, and it came up with this one. I'll show you this one. Yeah. It's almost like it's briefing the AI about you and your business, so that when it creates copy or anything like that, or answers the phone, or has a live chat message, it's doing it as if it's one of the staff. It knows about the business, it knows the culture, knows about you. So that's really useful. That's one thing definitely worth setting up from the start. That's the brand voice. So to find that, you go to marketing, brand boards, and then it's just tucked away in there like that. Does that all make sense so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, no questions, Atticus, yeah? So that's what sort of one of the first things to set up. It gives you a good foundation there. So I think I've shown you all the sort of the current tools in the system to help us do our job. Yeah. Now we'll look at the sort of the client facing tools we've got available. Okay. Don't voice bear with me a sec. Yeah. And I've created a little diagram to show you how this works. Okay, so hopefully this will make it a bit clearer. So basically, we just looked at the brand voice. Yes, we set that up. And we'll come and look at the knowledge bases in a couple of minutes. Yeah. So that's where you train the AI agents, and you can have more than one AI agent here. Yeah. You can have whole teams of them, all specialized in a particular role. So for instance, on the voice AI, yeah, here, you might have a receptionist AI agent. And when it deems that this is a technical query or a sales call, it can pass the call over to an AI agent that's dedicated to cause of being a sales rep or a technical support. So you can go quite deep on this, the way it works, and I'll show you some later on. But basically, so we set up the brand voice, so it's got a feel, it knows our culture, it knows our style. We set up the knowledge base, I'll show you that in a minute. And off of that, we can run conversation AI and the voice AI. So the conversation AI, that can be used in like social messages, like replying to inbound Facebook comments, things like that. Yeah. We can even have it having automated text conversations. Yep. And web chat and live chat. I can show you one of mine in a minute. Yep. We do that with the conversation AI. We've also got voice AI, which at the moment it can answer the inbound calls. Yeah. And very shortly it'll be able to make outbound calls. Now, what the system won't be able to do on outbound, you won't be able to upload a load of phone numbers and start cold calling people, proper nuisance calling. You won't be able to do that. But what it'll enable you to do is someone fills an inquiry form. Yeah, they're a lead now in your system. It'll be able to call out, maybe call and ask them to book a call, things like that. So that's the sort of the basic how the structure is for these outbound elements of the system. Is that making sense? Yeah, no questions, anybody? No? Brilliant. Okay. So I'll show you some of the setup I've got so you can see it in action. So first of all, we'll look at the conversation AI. If I bring up my website now, I'll be on my website. This is an example of using the live chat system. So you come to the website, here's the live chat. Yeah, and I can ask it anything. So I've trained it on my main website with over 1,000 pages. So it can answer questions. Yeah, can you send emails? Can MarketerM8 send emails? Yeah. And then it'll reply back. And mine is all geared to be helpful, and at some point look to book a call, look to book a call with a visitor. Uh, so here is so can I book a discovery call? This is a conversation AI working. So I don't know what's happened there, but it's pointing me to a website to um, book a call with me. Must be another setting because it's constantly evolving. Before now, it was actually say, would you like to book a call on Tuesday at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock? And you can have a conversation with it around those dates and times. Uh, Something has changed, so it's not doing that today. So I'll have to look at that myself. But all this goes into the contact record in the conversation view of the contacts. So you build up the whole history. Yeah. And you can even have it where it can't answer a question. It'll ping you and let you know if someone's asked a question it couldn't answer, so you could manually pick up on that call on that live chat. Is that okay? And so similar things as well. This could all be done by text as well. You could have text going back and forth, but you might have to build quite a complicated workflow sometimes to answer all that if you're answering different questions and different options of things.
Julian, I've got a strange thing happening on my chat. When I type in or somebody types in a message, it doesn't put any spaces between the words. It just puts in one line of text, but it also scrolls the website at the same time. And I don't know if there's a setting I've missed or something.
All right, I've not heard of that one. I'd have to. It's normally just a case you just take the little snippet of code from the live chat
Yeah,
and put it on there. So for instance, I don't know why I'd be scrolling the website. So if you look at mine, you go to marketing, and then you look at the so where are we? The sites. So there's the chat widget function,
yeah,
and then I've got mine here. Where is it? Can't remember which one I'm using.
live chat.
There'll be that one there. There'll be that one there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
your website's built out of Go High Level, is it?
Well, I've got a WordPress one, and this is the high. We just look at the high level one, yeah. So you get the code there. Is yours WordPress? Yeah.
No, it's Webflow.
Uh, Okay, I don't know that one. No, it's the case you just put the script in like that.
Yeah,
But you also do something weird with scrolling up and down things.
yeah. Maybe it's the way it's installed on the website. I don't know.
That sounds like the AI wouldn't be influencing that side of things. That's
No.
something, yeah. So when you set up your chat widgets here, though, you choose how you want it to work. So here, for instance, this one's set to work on live chat, and I'm using the AI for that one. But you can either like text and email chat as well if you want to. That's just the there's all different ways to use the live chat there. Yep. So to set up the conversation view, which can say can work in the live chat, uh, social media replies, texting, all that sort of thing, you go to settings and then you go to conversation AI. Uh, and you see here, so it's this conversation. The first thing to look at is it's hidden a little bit. You see the top right corner here, manage knowledge base. So this is where you set up your knowledge base. This is where you train the AI, that all the voice AI and the conversation AI can draw upon for information and training. Here's one I set up earlier for MarketerM8. So I think you have 15 of these. And some agents might access to two of them or all of them or one of them. It just depends, as I said before, you can have agents that specialize in one thing, customer support, others in sales, others in tech support, things like that. So if you click on the MarketerM8 one here, okay. So these are the ways we can train it at the moment. So you've got the web crawler. So earlier on, what I did is I went to add a source. Yeah. And it can crawl your website or any resources. So I said, okay, I want all the every URL in that domain in marketerm8.com. It then trawled through and pulled in all these 127 pages. And when it pulled in all 127 pages of the website, I click a button and say, yes, you can learn off these pages. I just chose all the pages. So now it's got information it can work on. So um, for the EC, Joanna, where we talk about the Marcus Sheridan talks about the knowledge center. Well, that knowledge center becomes our AI training center as well. Um, so you train it by crawling websites. You can also manually create FAQs. Manually put in the question and the answer. Yeah. Later on, what will happen is you can see in the conversation view, the contact record, you can see what replies the AI gave. And if you don't like one of the replies, you can give it a thumbs down, and then it enables you to correct the AI. So over time, you train the AI to be smarter. And those every time you do that, it'll appear here as an FAQ. So the system is learning and getting better all the time. That's done through the conversation view. So it's worth keeping in mind the conversations as they come in and the calls as well. That's the FAQs. And very shortly, we'll be able to upload tables of data, spreadsheets, and things like that. So that's coming soon. There is a workaround at the moment. You can take your table or whatever, embed it on a page, a web page, and then point the web crawler to that table of data or information. So there is a workaround for the moment. That's coming soon. So there's where you might have see here. I've got one. For instance, I've got two now. I've got a. This is the old legacy database I had. Again, as I said before, this is changing all the time. So at one point you just had one database, one knowledge base, but now they're getting more sophisticated. You can have up to 15, and you've got so many more options with these. All the time it's changing. But let's say as you set up your AI, you can say, oh, please, your point of reference is this knowledge base or that knowledge base or both. So that's how you're sort of training the AI through the what do we call it? The through the knowledge base and also the go back here through the I forgot the name of it, the brand voice. So it's brand voice, and the knowledge centers that are training your AI. So we had a quick look at the conversation AI there. Does that make sense? I think that the best way, like Steve started doing, is to have a play with it. Uh, that's the best way to learn, I've found, for your particular situation.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
Do you need to be subscribed to be able to do all of this, or use the pay-as-you-go option?
But by default, Joanna, you'll be on the pay-as-you-go option. So
Okay,
you'll see conversation AI, and you can use it just like I'm using it.
right, good. Okay.
Yeah, so that's already built in. Um, so that's the conversation AI. Now we'll look at the voice agents. So you see, this is mine now. So it gives you reports on what the voice agent's been up to. Yeah. You get a little report. I call it Bob the assistant. Yeah. You get a little report with a summary of each call. So here's where a client called and asked, could you forward me to Julian, please? So it forwarded the call to my mobile. You get a little summary there. So here the user requested to be transferred to a team member and the agent successfully connected to Julian. So it rang my mobile and I talked to Steve there. Yes, it's acting like a receptionist there. And you get a history of all the calls there. And then to set this up, see, I don't get many calls to be honest. So for me to pay £117 a month wouldn't be worth it. So I'll just do the pay as you go. Here's your agent list. As I mentioned before, you can have whole teams of these agents working together, like employees. I've only got the one set up at the moment. See, for each agent, you do need a phone number in the system. Yeah, so each agent needs its own phone number. And then you can create agents like that. Um, again, I've not looked at that one myself yet, but you can normally just create an agent like that. Make sure you get your time zone set up correctly, because if you're using it to take bookings, if your time zone's wrong and all your appointments be in the wrong zone, you can choose a voice to use. This changes all the time. Uh, choose a voice that you like the sound of. At the moment, you can't use your own voice. And you see here, we can only do inbound calls at the moment. Outbound calling is coming soon. Yep. So, and then that's the simple settings. Then you go to the advanced settings. I just leave those. I've been told to leave those as standard. They work best. So it's just pretty. When you play around with it, yeah, you soon get the hang of this one. And there's the tech support guys are here to help you as well. But let me set that one up. I'll show you mine. Go to agent list. So this is mine here. This is the advanced settings. So that's what you saw before. But when you go switch to advanced mode, you get the agent goals. So all this prompt, yeah, is set up sort of automatic by HighLevel when you first start out. Yeah. Uh, but then what I did is you can copy all that, yeah, take it, and then drop it to ChatGPT and and ask ChatGPT to refine it for you. So ChatGPT is sort of programming the software for you. One that I wanted to add, excuse me, one that I wanted to add in here is you see here when the call starts. I'll show you here. Where is it? Yeah, when the call starts here, where is it? Yeah, the greeting. Yeah, so if someone's calling from a phone number that the system knows has got a contact record associated, you can have it answer the call with their name. So it might say, "Oh, hi, Joanna. You've reached MarketerM8," so it knows your name. So that's quite a neat little trick. Another one I also built into this was well, it's creating what we call false memories. Okay. If you look here, the brief at the very bottom, uh, behavior and guardrails. So again, take what high level gives you, drop it into ChatGPT and ask it to refine it, make any improvements. But I wanted to include this line here. This so that use known context data to personalize responses from the summary of the previous call. So what I've got this doing is at the end of every call, it's creating its own summary of the call and storing it in a custom field. Yep. So the AI is summarizing the call, dropping it into custom field. Now, when the phone rings next time in the brief here in the prompt, it says, where is it? We're telling it to go and look at that field. So if it finds that person is calling a second time, it'll look them up. It'll find the summary of the last call, and it can reference that in the second call. So in the first call, if you said, "Oh, my favorite colors are red and green," and then you come on the second call, and say, "What are my favorite colors again?" It'll say your colors are red and green. So you're using it to create a false memory. And how do we do that? Well, obviously, I brief it in here at the beginning somewhere, basically saying, please look up for this contact the previous call summary. It'll be in there somewhere. Yep. Uh, and then we've got how we do that bit of magic is through these actions here. So we've got actions during the call and after the call. Okay. So I've got an action here. You see, add more actions here. But I've got an action here that's create that this is like a mini prompt in here. Yeah. See, you can actually create, you've got 500 characters where within this action you can create your own mini prompt. So basically I'm telling it at this point, after the call, create a summary of that call and drop it into this field, this custom field called call summary from last voice AI call. And then the first thing when a call comes in, the first thing it's going to do is check, is there any data in that field? And so then we create, that's where we can create like a false memory, which I think is quite clever. Does that make sense or not?
Why is it a false memory? That's misleading.
Oh, that's a good question. That's what I when I was learning this, that's what they called it. So I just called it. I just followed that. They called it a false memory. They-
It's not a false memory, is it? It's a useful memory.
Does it change after every call, that custom field?
It changes everything. It changes every time. It changes after every call. And one thing I was thinking of doing is there a way of cascading it? So every call, the summary from the last call becomes the second to last summary. So it could reference maybe the last three calls. I don't know. I thought well, that might be possible.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, it's very clever for sure.
yeah, I mean the things here it's doing now, 6 months ago it wasn't doing, and so what it'll be able to do is 6 months. Who get another 6 months? Who guesses? Who can know?
Yeah. So the full thing, the monthly thing's what 117.
Yes. So that's you'll see high level mentioning the AI some of AI the unlimited plan.
Yeah,
Then here, so I've documented it here because I thought someone will ask it. So yeah, I just sort of summarized it here to give you an idea of what the costs involved. Yeah. So two options, pay as you go, and the summary of AI unlimited offer, 117 there. But
right. Gotcha.
these are the voice AI is 15p a minute. But most conversations, maybe 20, 30 seconds. Conversation AI, that's in the live chat and text messaging.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at review AI yet. We'll look at review AI in a minute. Review AI. The fund on the website AI cost is £1.09, and you get 5 free on that to test it.
yeah,
AI content. So that's just writing copy, creating images, and then the AI workflow assistant, which is not live in sub accounts yet. That's coming soon. So the AI will be able to help you as you're creating your workflows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, I use the the AI, sorry, the review automation last week, and I've had two 5-star reviews come in, and I use the AI to respond to those positive reviews. So it's
Oh, okay. I'll just show you quickly the way the reviews live. So if you go to, I come back out there, and I learned a new trick this morning about this as well. So you go to reputation,
yeah.
and then you go up to your. Have you seen this? Have you seen this, Steve, where you can optimize your Google My Business page from within HighLevel now?
Oh, right. Excellent.
Rather than logging into Google My Business, you can go here and you can change your opening hours.
Can you add images through that?
You can, yeah, yeah. You had images, yeah.
Oh, that's really useful.
So rather than trying to fish about in the back of Google doing that one, so that's another one. But for the reviews AI, you click on here like this, and then we go to settings, yeah. So the moment I've got it switched off, yeah, you can have it it makes suggestions for you how to reply, or you can switch on automatically, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I use the suggestion one.
yeah, and the new in the olden days, like a few months ago, yeah, you just set up one agent and that you had very little control over it. It just answered. Uh, now what you can do is you can create a whole team of agents here. You might have effectively five different personalities replying to the reviews. So
Right.
they're not all sort of very similar. They're, completely different. Some might be funny, some might be serious, some might be professional. You can build, it says here, you click on here, for the videos I was watching on this new bit here, if you click on this, it'll create about five new agents for you. And they're pretty much saying they're ready to go out of the box. Yeah. So, I mean, I would never, you can filter them as well. So I would only let answer reviews four and 5 stars only. Yeah. I wouldn't really trust it to answer if someone's given a 1 star review and a bad comment. I'd rather do that personally myself. But you could have a team of agents, and you could have one that's set to answer the bad reviews. It's very
Yeah.
professional, very serious, yeah, and just to sort of tailor a reply to it, yeah.
But the
And the,
way it was set up with ours is if it's a less than a 4 or a 5-star review, it goes into a different automation that's like a more of a survey. So it doesn't actually reach the Google.
yes, we know that trick, yeah, yeah. I mean, Atticus has been building out, take it to a next level as well, yeah. So what Atticus has been building out is and this is using the workflow and the AI within the workflow, yeah. So what
Yeah,
we're doing there is we create a form, yeah, and you might be asking on the form, um, what service or product did you buy? Who are you working with? Maybe a couple other questions, asking questions, maybe a little bit of free text area, yeah. So it becomes
yeah,
just a normal form. So what you could do is two ways you could use that form. You could, after you complete a job for someone, you could send them an email asking for a bit of feedback. So you're not asking for a review at this point. You're just asking for a bit of feedback. Drop down boxes. Who are you working with?
yep,
What service do you have? Bit of feedback. Uh, and then as soon as they fill that form in, drop it through a workflow where the AI is going to draft a review for them
yeah,
based on the product they bought, who they were working with, how many stars they gave you. So it's a personalized review. It drafts a personalized review, and then say 10 minutes later, whoever just filled the form and an email saying, "Thanks for that review. We really appreciate it. Now I've taken the liberty of drafting reviews. So you don't do the work. Um, please, would you mind just copying and pasting this, drop it into Facebook reviews or Google reviews? They drop it in there because as soon as you do that, then this AI will reply to them." So,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it gets even what I've got here, it gets even better when you think about it because you don't just have to send them the form to fill in. So you could be on the phone to somebody and they say, "Oh, that service is brilliant," whatever. You could fill the form in for them. Yeah. 10 minutes later, they get an email saying, "Oh, thanks for that brilliant, thanks for that feedback. Would you mind leaving a review for us? I've drafted it for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, do it that way. And you might imagine when the AI is able to make outbound calls.
Yeah.
The AI could outbound call asking for a bit of feedback or what service you have, any comments, and then the reviews drafting goes out to them. So you see how it starts to
Yeah.
with a bit of thought, you can get really creative with this stuff.
Yeah. No, definitely. Definitely.
So that's a snapshot that Datus has been building, and almost ready to go into. We just got to do a video.
Yeah, it's all ready to go. It all works. Tested it a few times now, and like I say,
Yeah.
we just need to do the video for it.
Well, it's neat when it's drafted, but high level themselves haven't thought about that one about drafting the reviews for people, or giving them a draft that they can then say, "Please edit it at your will." Do you know what I mean? We don't say you have to use that one. Um, that's all the main bits I wanted to go through, guys. I'm happy to take any specific questions you got.
Um, hmm. So if you've got a client, say you're an agency, which obviously I'm in the process of considering right now, is it possible to mark up what the client pays for the service?
Yes, you can do that as an agency. Yes, yeah.
So the prices you've given there, are they the marked up price or are they just the standard price?
Those are my agency prices. Yeah, because I've got to include a markup because I've got a VAT element to take out of that. Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I need to have a follow-up call with you on that other sub thing we were talking about.
Okay, no, yeah, no problem.
There's been a
Any
couple of developments.
Oh, is it really? Okay. Actually, we've been working on something here as well, Steve. You'd be interested to see actually on the sort of the affiliate program. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Any questions, Joanna? You're quiet now.
I don't know until I've actually looked at it and started looking at it that I don't have any questions because this is completely new.
Yeah, yeah. I think probably another six because when the phone calls come in, yeah, they're not really human yet. They're not quite there yet. I think I'm using the voice AI to answer the phone off a website, and people are making contact booking calls with me. I've been really impressed with it.
So did so what how is that number? What number do you use then? So I've got my current number on my website.
Yeah,
So they phone that, is that correct? And then it'll just go through to that number that you've
yes.
got for your AI, or do you have to change the number on your website?
You'd have to change. Yeah, it has to be a phone number in the system here. Yeah, so that's the change to make. So I'll show you here on mine. If you go to settings, got phone numbers. So I checked yours this morning after, I was looking at that form issue for you earlier, Joanna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you haven't got a phone number here. You haven't used it yet. Um, I've got two phone numbers. I've got this is my UK one. So if you phone that one, the AI bot's connected to that one, it'll answer it. Yeah.
yeah.
This one isn't. This is an American number. So when I'm texting clients in the US, um, it's not easy to text in the US because of the A2P verification you require. So it took me a while to get that one sorted out. Uh, but just been able to text into the US. If you are setting up phone numbers, guys, yeah, the pitfall to watch out for is you can't just go in here and add a number. Yeah, if you try and do that, you can mess around here, choosing a number. It'll always glitch out. The reason being, before you can purchase a phone number in a system, you need to set up a regulatory bundle. And this is basically verifying who you are and that you're a real person. It's obviously it's to stop people, the spam bots and all that. So you'll need so for each phone number, so you need to have an address bundle. So you need an address. So obviously when you set the address part of the bundle up, you'll need There's two ways you can do it. You can do it from a company. If it's a company, you need a company number and a company address. And then you need proof of a letter going to that company address, the official address, the registered office address. So that's a company way of doing it. Or you can do a personal one where you're going to need your passport and a letter going to your home address, a utility bill or a phone bill or something like that. So you set up the address first, and then here's a bundle I create because I want to buy a mobile phone number. So set up a mobile phone number and just fill in these forms. So I'll show you the address bundle is like this. Just put your address in there. Obviously, the registered company address has got to match the letter you're going to submit with it. Yeah, and then obviously you create a regulatory bundle. So obviously each country's got different regulations. So obviously you choose UK in this instance. Do you want a business number or an individual? Like I say, if you've got a company number with a company registered address and a letter going to that address, a physical letter, you can do a business application. If you haven't got that, then the individual is like a passport, copy of passport, and a letter going to your home address. Yeah. And then you choose which type of phone number you want. Generally, it's a mobile number we're using. Click on next like that, and then just fill this form in. Yeah, and when you submit that, then at the last point it'll ask you to verify the address, and then you have to pull in the address record you created, the other record you created, so just to link the two together. So it's a little bit fiddly, but I just let you know that now rather than you trying to simply go in and buy a phone number and it keeps erroring out. And then you'll be on the phone to me saying it's not working, it's not working. It's because it's not very obvious, but you need to set up a regulatory bundle. Yeah, if you want phone numbers in the system. So that was the workshop on AI employee with HighLevel and MarketerM8. We hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, just scan the QR code that should be appearing or be on the screen already. Book a call with us, we'll have a chat, see if we can help you. And the next one in the series, the next workshop in the series will be the HighLevel Foundation. So looking forward to seeing you there live if you can make it. Okay, cheers now.